Hello, and welcome to my second Halloween makeup look, which is the Doctor Who Weeping Angel inspired look. And I'm really happy with how it turned out. So let's get into it. So first, that's my inspiration photo. I have never used Model Magic before, so it was a little weird. But there's this user I saw on Instagram, I believe her handle is Christina Alexandra, but she also did a statue look and used this Crayola Model Magic to mold hair, and I thought it looked really good, so I wanted to use it for my Weeping Angel look. So I'm just going based off of that reference photo, trying to get the front bits to look like the hair on the Weeping Angel photo, and then there's this little headband that they do. And then I also take another strip of the Model Magic and I make this like bun thing in the back of my hair too. And here I'm just parting it and adding like lines in it to make it look like actual hair, even though it's supposed to be a statue as well. And then this is my little bun. And now I'm just gluing down my eyebrows. It's nothing special. I did 2 layers of the glue and then the powder. Honestly, I was doing it pretty quick because I didn't really think it needed to be perfect. My left brow is definitely better than my right brow. I'm not that great at gluing down my eyebrows, even though I have done it multiple times at this point. And now I'm going in with my cream blend stick. This is in light gray. It's the Macaron cream blend stick. And I am just putting this sucker everywhere, literally covering every inch of my face, my chest, shoulders. I also put this in the Model Magic hair as well. So this is my main base layer, and I'm just literally trying to put it in every nook and cranny. I go in with a smaller brush here, and I start getting in underneath the Model Magic bit. I probably should have done this base layer first and then the Model Magic, but I kind of wanted to get the Model Magic part out of the way first, just because it was something I had never used before. And here I start going in and painting the hair. The hair I wasn't too particular about getting into every nook and cranny, because with trying to paint myself to look like stone, I want different layers of color to make it look more three-dimensional. So with some of the white peeking through, I wasn't too concerned about that because obviously that would just look like cleaner stone per se. So now I go in with the smaller brush just to get into some of the nooks and crannies, but not all. So I'm not being too fussy about it. So now I'm going in with a powder and trying to powder as much as I can. This is just a translucent powder because I am very, very oily, and because this is a cream product that I put on as a base, I needed it to try and be as set as possible before I went in with the detailing powder that I was going to use. So you can see here that I'm taking a, I don't remember if this looks like the black. I mainly used just a dark gray shadow and a black shadow, just to start building up the contours on my face and also add details to the hair. So down the part of the hair, I added a black shadow, and then I went in with a gray shadow and started adding more details around the front hair bits. And again, I'm just adding color where I see fit to add depth to it, to try and make it look like real stone. There's really no rhyme or reason to it. I was just putting down color where I thought it worked best and just building up that texture. And so then when I start building up the colors on my face, I started with the darker gray, and I'm starting around the eyes to build the shadows around my eyes. Based on my reference, I wanted this to have a lot of shadow, a lot of depth. I wanted to look gaunt. So I'm really going in around the hollows of my eyes and the natural hollows that you have around your eyes. I want to build up the shadow there with the dark gray and really going ham on the nose bridge area. And then I also went ham with the contour around my chin and my cheeks. Again, I wanted it to look gaunt and scary because the weeping angels are scary, so I'm really building up that shadow. I laid down the dark gray completely first, also building the shadows around the hair and putting on the lips, and then I went in with the black. So I'm kind of like scrunching up my face a bit because I wanted the black to like seep into the lines of my face, also making it look like old stone. I wanted it to look old and gaunt, lots of shadow. And I think if I'd done this again, I probably would have added like modeling wax around my brow area to make that look more prominent, like my reference photo. I thought that would probably be a nice detail to add, but I didn't have modeling wax, so I didn't do it. But like I said, I'm really adding in that shadow, the contours around my cheek and chin area. I'm going ham with that black and dark gray and building up the contours there. Okay, now I'm bringing it down onto my chest area. Kind of like the hair, there's not really a rhyme or reason to where I'm placing the shadow here. I just wanted it to add depth and texture and just elevate that stone look. So I just wanted it to like look grungy, dirty, that type of vibe. And that's really for the whole look. I wanted it to look old. I wanted it to look dirty and grungy. So I'm just building up the shadow where I see fit. When I keep looking to the side, that's because I was watching Interview with the Vampire as I was doing my makeup, and they were speaking in French for some of it. So I had to look at the subtitles. Okay, I'm adding lines now. So I wanted to add this detail that wasn't in the reference photo, but I wanted to add these black lines to make it look like I was cracking, just because I think that's a cool effect. And I've done this kind of stone line work before in some previous makeup looks I've done, so I thought it would look cool. And then I also decided that I wanted to add moss. So I had bought moss a while ago. So I had this bag of moss sitting. Oh, this is with paint splatter again, just to add the grunginess. I dipped this toothbrush in some black face paint and added these splatters around. But for the moss, I had bought this moss for a different look, and I just had it sitting in my bin. So I'm like, okay, I might as well use it. So I added these moss details to again just make it look older, like it's old stone. Okay, so I think I'm in a good spot now. I need to paint the back of my hands, and then I'm going to take photos and film the finished look. And in post, I'm going to edit my eyes. I always edit my eyes in post because I have contacts, and I can't wear like Halloween contacts because they would need to be prescription. Anyway, so I'll be back. So these are my finished edited photos. I wanted to add these in so you guys can see the difference of what I look like without the edited eyes and stuff, and then with, because I think the edited versions are really cool. Okay, so this is the finished look. I had to paint the hands, even though some of it is coming off because I keep touching things. But yeah, that's it. I hope you enjoyed. Happy Halloween, and I'll see you in the next one.